610 News Talk KZRG. Here's your KIX 102.5 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Steve Smith. Here's what's going on in the 4 states. Former Southwest Missouri Congressman Billy Long reportedly has a new job while awaiting his confirmation as the top official with the IRS. According to the Reuters news service, Long is one of 2 Trump loyalists who have accepted senior positions at the Office of Personnel Management. Do you know a hero from Carthage? If so, the Hall of Carthage Heroes class of 2025 is accepting nominations. More inside the KZRG app. Your News is the service of Liberty Tree Guns, where you can buy your next gun for just $20 down and take 3 months to pay for it. No interest, no fees, and no catch. Get a gun for just $20 down at Liberty Tree Guns. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Steve Smith on KIX 102.5.
We'll see mostly sunny skies today with a high near 57. Clear skies and low 40s tonight. Sunshine, partly sunny and breezy, a high near 72 for Tuesday. Some storms rolling through overnight on Tuesday, sticking around through Wednesday as we see a high near 75.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar showing some clouds over the 4 states.
37 in Mount Vernon, 39 in Pittsburgh, 41 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, being brought to you by Josh Meeker at Country Financial. And today we're featuring Nicole and Cadence from Alba.
I'm going to allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, guys. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, you can find out how to upload your audio by going to the KIX website. There on the main page is a button you can hit that'll tell you all about it.
We're just 15 minutes away from your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
So don't walk off the set as we're all waving goodbye to the cameras.
Yeah, Morgan Wallen.
Saturday Night Live.
What was up with that?
I don't know. He was in a hurry to get home, I guess.
It's the problem, they say.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
It's KIX. Or as he posted on social media, can't wait to get back to God's country.
I get that.
A lot of people were like, I don't think that was his scene. I don't think he was into it.
Hard to tolerate unless you're apparently stark raving drunk.
Morning, Daniel. I got to see Daniel on Friday. He stopped by.
Yeah, he did. Left some koozies for us. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel. Morning, Megan. Morning, Christy. Sarara, good morning. Jimmy, good morning. Oh, he's got a show for you. You were just talking about how you need something to watch.
Who does where what?
Daniel says, I got a new show for you to watch, Randy, Mobland.
Oh, I started to watch it last night. That's the one that's on Paramount. It stars Pierce Brosnan. What's his name? Played Venom.
Oh, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy and Helen Mirren. And it's about the British mob. We watched the first few minutes, and then they got to the whole strip scene, and I could see it's going to be one of those, shows. It's just a lot of gratuitous violence. And, my gosh, I mean, I know this is how those people talk, but the language and everything was just too much. I mean, once they get to a certain point, it just becomes stupid, with all the F this, F that, F the, F the, F the, F the, F the. I'm like, all right, you're beating me to death with your...
Right. I get it.
There's a lot of gratuitous nudity and stuff in it, so it's not exactly the kind of show I would like to... It looked like the acting, though, and it was really, really good and everything. It's unfortunate that they can't do it without that, but I get it. I mean, if they're trying to accurately represent...
Morning, Kathy.
That's like the only new show of any merit that came out over the weekend. Everything else is ending. I mean, Severance is over now. Reacher is over. I'm still watching Dark Winds. I really, really, really like Dark Winds.
And what's Dark Winds?
That's the show by George R. R. Martin and Robert Redford. It's it's based on a series of novels that I've read most of about these police officers on an Indian Navajo reservation during the 70s.
Interesting.
And it stars, oh my gosh, I'm not going to remember anybody's name on this. So the cast is Zahn McClellan, who's a very famous Native American actor. You've seen him in everything. He's been in everything that's had Native Americans in it. Also has A. Martinez, who used to be on General Hospital or one of those soap operas. He's Hispanic. And then Kiowa Gordon, you might have seen before. They do such a good job with this because Robert Redford is so, in this season, him and George R. Martin both make cameos.
Oh, interesting.
So there's a chess game going on between two cellmates,
Mm-hmm.
and it's George R. Martin and Robert Redford playing each other, and he comes over and tells him where to move it, and they have a couple of speaking lines. He's really old, Robert Redford is. But it's about this Joe Leaphorn and Jim Chi. And Tony Hillerman is the name of the author who wrote these very famous novels. He's been writing them for like 30, 40 years. There's a whole series of books that go along with these, and very, very, very famous. And finally took Robert Redford, but they're doing a really, really good job. They take, the one thing I will say, if you've read the novels, they're taking a whole bunch of storylines and cramming them together to make different storylines, which I usually don't like, but they're doing such a good job with it. It's okay.
Good. Morning, Melissa. And what's it called again?
It's called Dark Winds. It's on AMC, which you can watch.
I was going to say, where do you stream it?
Hulu has AMC. If you have Philo, you have to pay. This is really weird on Philo. So on Philo, if you have the DVR package, which comes with that, you can record it when it plays live on their DVR service. But to be able to stream it video on demand, you have to have the AMC upgrade. So we just DVR it. That's why I have to wait to watch it every week until it comes out. Yeah. The Philo DVR deal is a pretty good deal because you can watch all sorts of shows as if you were video on demanding them without upgrading all these stupid packages.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they figure it out, I'm sure they'll put a stop to that.
Daniel says, I don't read. I had my nose in a book all weekend. I've got Iron Flame.
You can watch Dark Winds. You don't have to read it. You can watch it.
There you go.
This is the 3rd or 4th season of Dark Wind. I think
You've
it's
got a little bit you can watch then.
3rd, yeah. And it's a really, really, if you like the type of psychological, Western influenced mystery, cop drama, but it's also very psychological. There's a lot of superstition, Navajo superstition. They're very, very authentic and true to the Navajo culture, which they don't call themselves Navajo. They call themselves the Dene.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really that show. And what else is still? The Pit is still going on, unbelievably.
You like it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that wasn't as convincing.
Well, there again, this is one of these shows that they're very medically accurate.
Hold on one second.
To a degree. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7-Eleven.
Sunshine with a high near 57. It's 41 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the week's forecast. Tell you about more storms could be on the horizon for us in just 15 minutes.
We're just 9 minutes away from your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
Which today's a big day because starting today, we're giving you 2 chances each day to guess and win the secret sound.
Meaning you can guess and win at 7:20 or at 4:20.
And that means double the chances to win, double the amount of money going into the jackpot, which is already at $2,077.50.
And your next chance to guess and win just 8 minutes away.
Here's Josh Turner.
On the 4 states #1 for cash.
KIX 102.5.
Sorry about that.
The Pit. So I have a friend who is an RN, and she and I talk about this show all the time, and she's like, well, they kind of overblow. There's a lot of stuff that so like this one person they're treating over the period of about 30 minutes in real time. You watch their condition progress, which would take probably 3 months to happen. they make it happen in 30 minutes. So that would never happen. And then some of the treatments that they do, you would never do. And for some reason, like they've had a mass shooting on the show and they're treating all these people. They run out of medical supplies. You know, and when they started, they were going through counting up. How many of these do we have? How many? They had 300 of these, 400 of these, and they're out of everything. And there's only like 14, 15 victims. So you're like, wait, are you just trying to make things dramatized? And yes, they are.
Well, yeah, it's a TV show.
But then they also show a lot of gratuitous. Like one woman has a baby. I think I told you guys last week, and they show everything. And is that really necessary? No, it's Hollywood going, they're doing what they can because they can.
Morning, Floyd. Morning, Christine. Like we get it.
We know what's happening. You don't need to. We don't need the shock factor of a woman's, Karachi Mahaga out there on full display with the baby squeezing his way out into the world and all of that. Yeah, they do that. Of course, it's all prosthesis and props and everything,
Right.
But still.
Oh, Christine says she likes that show.
Yeah, I do too. I really, really, really like the show. I like the fact that it happens in real time. I like the medical accuracy and stuff, but they don't need to show like the one guy that comes in and they have put a what do you call it?
A catheter?
Catheter up his wee-wee. And it's sitting there with the thing coming out the end and everything. It's that graphic.
Oh, no.
And they can get away with that with the Standards Commission because it's showed in a medical context. And that's how they do that without being penalized. But, yeah, Hollywood takes every opportunity that they can. They've got an agenda. And it's the desensitizing us to the exposure to things like that.
Right.
And to them, that's a good thing. There's just some things I don't think we need to see.
Agreed. I did post the story, didn't I, Floyd? Yes, it's there. The monster under the bed story, and there actually was someone under the bed. Christine says she likes the realism.
I don't like all that realism. I don't need to see that. There's just, you can insinuate some things. I do like the medical realism that they do. But again, they overblow a lot of it. If you know anything, if you were a doctor like I was, then you would know.
Here we go.
You would know what they're really overblowing a lot of conditions. And
Are
a
they?
lot of things. Yes, they are.
In your medical opinion?
In a real ER, things like that just would not happen.
You spent a lot of time in a real ER?
A lot of time.
Where was that at again?
It was at a teaching hospital in Minnesota.
Minnesota. I thought it was Chicago.
No. It started in Chicago, but we ended up near the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota.
Is that in Minnesota, the Mayo Clinic?
I'm pretty sure it is.
My friend's husband is a doctor, and they love that show.
Mayo Clinic is in Rochester.
Oh.
Christine, we used to treat a lot of people for eye rolls, for uncontrollable eye rolling. It could be, maybe you should see your medical doctor about that, Christine.
What does it mean if somebody keeps rolling their eyes?
It means maybe they have dry socket, irritable condition, could be a really weak mental condition, a sign that they need to be committed.
Instead of irritable bowel syndrome, it's irritable
eye syndrome. Eye roll syndrome. But that was over. Reacher ended. The finale, they did a good job on that. I think they got off story track a little bit, but they stayed closer to the main novel on this season than they have any other. And now there's nothing else to watch. You got to wait for your episodes to drop on the very few shows that there are, but there is nothing.
It's like the old days of TV.
Yeah. So, and they've really, the streaming platforms have really gotten us back very close to what it was with DirecTV and Dish Network and all those. They've gotten us back to spending that kind of money again.
Isn't it so funny that we're back to that now?
I think, and this is what you ought to do. A lot of us tend to keep our streaming platforms, even though there's nothing to watch on them now, because later there will be.
Right.
Cancel them. You can always reactivate them later with no issues. It's very simple to reactivate a channel that you had before. Cancel them. This will pressure them into having better content. Meanwhile, like this week, we were looking at what's on this week.
Yeah.
Netflix. Check this out. This is how bad it is. Netflix has a docuseries, a crime docuseries, and then they have a movie from Indonesia. And Amazon is launching a series from Korea. All of these foreign language films and things because there's just not enough good content being produced in the United States. It's because there's not a big enough demand for it. This is pathetic.
Got a sec. 5 seconds.
Netflix has a reality show from Italy coming out this week. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for cash.
We've got your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound $2,077.50.
Right after Lee Bryce.
On KIX 102.5.
Yeah, I mean, every night this week, Monday, Tuesday, it's a bunch of reality shows. Netflix has a movie from France coming out.
Ooh, I want to see that one.
Most of us won't, though. And there's a docuseries from Rio de Janeiro on Max. And Netflix has a docuseries exploring Mexico's street food scene. These all sound really, really, really not very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Morning, Captain.
There's just nothing to watch right now.
Christine says The Last of Us Season 2 is coming.
The what?
The Last of Us Season 2.
Yeah, but that's not like for what, another 3 weeks? I mean, it's towards the end of April when that comes out. I am looking forward to that. And it'll be another one of those you wait week by week by week for. If you want to binge watch on something, you know what we're watching? We were actually, it just launched in February. Amazon Prime has the entire catalog of Moonlighting. You know, the old Bruce Willis, Sybil Shepherd show that was on during the mid-'80s. And it's very nostalgic. I mean, the first season's a little painful to get going, but by season 2 and 3, it was really, really good. And then they began having problems on the show. So season 4 and season 5 are awful. But season 2 and season 3, even if you just skip and watch season 2 and season 3, they've got all of it now on Amazon Prime. And my wife, who's never seen any of it, she's really enjoying some of those. They did a lot of innovative things on that show that had never been done before, like breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, yeah?
They never, that was not a thing that was done on television until Moonlighting.
Morning, Brendan. So Rara says that they're on season 8 of Blacklist, her and Jason.
I cannot get into Blacklist. I don't know.
I've heard it's good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I think it's the characters or the script writing. It reminds me a lot of CSI. And I can't tolerate that level of acting, script writing. It's a combination of things. The acting's not as bad as some shows, but the script writing it's the two of those things together.
Yeah.
Just makes it painful.
Christine loved Moonlighting, she says.
NCIS, CSI, those kind of shows, I cannot.
All right, Secret Sound in 20 seconds, y'all.
And Moonlighting has some of that. I mean, by the time you get to season 4, it has a lot of that. They were having so many problems. They used to have 22 episodes in a season.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and they couldn't do it because it took so long to finish each of the episodes. They'd be running behind. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with a high near 57. It's 41 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the week's forecast in just 6 minutes. But right now, it is time for you to win some cash.
$2,077.50 with the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
And today's a special day because starting today, we are kicking off 2 times each day for you to guess and win the secret sound.
So 720 and 420.
Brett James will have your next chance later this afternoon. That means twice as much money going into the jackpot every day, twice as many chances for you to guess and win.
But right now, we need caller number 5 at 623-1025.
To tell us, what is this sound?
What do you think? What is that sound?
623-1025. Be caller number 5 and tell us and win the cash.
From the 4 states, #1 for cash.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 1, keep trying.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 2, try again.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller number 3, keep trying.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 4. Hurry up and call right back.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Who is this? Hello. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Who is this? Denise, can you take us off your Bluetooth, please? Hurry, Denise. We're running out of time. Okay, where are you from, Denise? Denise from Galena.
You are caller number 5.
All right, Denise, we've got $2,077.50 that we'd like to give you.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
She's saying a musical instrument that'd be used in the music department.
For $2,077.50. That is not it.
But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $2,102.50.
And give you another chance to guess the win at 4:20 this afternoon with Brett James. Thanks, Denise. Have a good day.
Guys, think about your answer. Get them ready. Take us off Bluetooth when you call. Have that stuff ready to go. Make our world a lot easier.
I got you a minute. Morning, Devin. Morning, Chloe.
Have it lined out how you're going to answer.
$30 seconds. You ready?
Yep. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for cash.
Looking for caller number 5 to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound.
Denise from Galena.
You are caller number 5.
All right, Denise, we've got $2,077.50 that we'd like to give you.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
Is it a guiro, the musical sound that you use, like in the music department, the wooden one?
She's saying a musical instrument that'd be used in the music department.
For $2,077.50. That is not it.
Dang it.
But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $2,102.50.
And give you another chance to guess the win at 4:20 this afternoon with Brett James.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Hello.
Hello?
Can I help you? Yeah, somebody just got in and made the guess, but they were incorrect. So I will let you know, Dad, you got to be over 18 to be able to play the secret sound. Yeah, you're good. You're good. But I don't know about your partner there. Thanks for calling.
Christine was caller number 1.
Oh, hey, Christine, look at that.
Can you block that guy over on Restream, please? Bye, Kathy. Good luck at the dentist. Right there. Devin, I don't know what you're trying to... Malice? And phone's ringing. You can't leave.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
I don't know. Skill,
Practice.
practice. At least you're getting in the top 5, Christine. That's good. You do? Did you find the hints then? All of them? Okay, hold on. Let me move around the mic just a second. Okay, I'm going to turn off the mic, so I want you to tell me what you think it is, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Caller number 5 at 420. I know. I know. You're doing better than some people, though. Some people can't even get through. They just get busy signal the whole time. Yeah, that's what it is. Today we are talking about, this will be a good one for you. I'm sure you know all about this. The worst case you've heard is someone spoiling their pets. Is there one that sticks out to you? Mm-hmm. Oh, dear. Yeah, sure. Have you ever had anyone who like refuses to leave and is like, absolutely not, I gotta stay with my dog the whole time? No. It doesn't calm the dog down to have their person there? Why? Just to talk to you, or was he like nervous about it? Oh, okay.
It was worth it.
She's telling us how much you're just an awful client, and she's glad that you
Yeah.
haven't come by anytime soon.
We had to drive almost all the way up to Weir
Oh, really?
to have her. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that far.
Yeah, almost to Pittsburgh to get her to groom Bella, but we would do it. You came to the house one time and did it.
And then you're like, not doing that again.
Well, it's because, you were gone for so long that it required me to take alternate measures to trim Bella, and I had to learn how to do it myself. And and unfortunately, I got to where I could do it. But I would still much rather have Christine do it if I could afford it. There's that, yeah. Later, Christine.
Bye, Christine.
So here's what I did on Saturday.
Bye, Daniel.
I had to replace about 4 shingles, actually, that I did.
Show them the angle of your feet
Yeah, my feet.
so they can see actually how inclined you are.
That's how inclined that is. And that hurts your ankles so much to squat down on that.
Yeah, I bet.
So I have to just turn and sit like this. And I am tied off. I have a rope fastened to me. You can see around my waist right there. I've got a rappelling rope around me to hold me in place, because without that, I would have gone right off.
Yeah. That's the rah-rah.
I don't remember how we did that. I don't remember using a rope when we put those shingles on. Of course, standing on plywood's a lot different than, the decking.
Right.
Even though it has tar paper over the top of it, it's still a lot different than standing on shingles. Yeah, there.
That was Randy on his roof. She says it's scary.
That was me on Saturday, and I thought, it's going to be a little hour-long deal, but once I got up there, it took a lot longer. It took 3 or 4 hours, to replace all those. Yeah, but I'm so glad that I did it with the storms coming in. Who knows? Because I've found not only are my shingles that I have a number of them where the tabs had been broken, the asphalt, which is the gravelly-like texture on top of that, has been pretty much worn off on a lot of shingles. There's a couple of places where there is no more of that on there. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country.
Here's Thomas Rhett.
On KIX 102.5. Yeah, there was a lot of the gravelly texture has been worn off, which is an indicator that it's time for a new roof. But unfortunately, a new roof for like a 20-square roof like my house has is going to be around $15,000, which is way more than I can afford. Hi there, Morning KIX. Hey.
Hey, Dustin, how you doing?
What's going on, man? Hey, is that standing outside the fire? It is.
Ah, we love that one.
He's listening to that.
Do you know all the words to the song, Dustin?
Sing it, Dustin. Yeah.
Get it.
Well, get down with your bad self, okay? All right, later, buddy. Bye.
Hi, Dustin.
So, yeah, I got those done, and I think it will hold me at least another year, maybe 2, because, what I did will last at least, but I may have to get back up there in between now and then, maybe next year, and do some more of this.
Did it dry in time for the weather that night? I don't know how fast all that stuff dries.
Well, the DAP stuff that I use, the roof sealant, roofing tar that I use is a wet, dry tar, so you can use it in wet or dry conditions.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted to make sure that I got those tabs, so I sealed them down, stood on them and everything and I put a lot of extra tar. So under those shingles, I made sure and put a full strip of that tar under them to seal them down. All of your roofing shingles come with a strip of built-in.
Morning, Lucy. Morning, Landon. I had a conversation about Landon on Friday with Miss Paula.
Yeah, you're right, Gina. But all your shingles have a strip of roofing tar on them to make all of the shingles stick to the others. But they have to get really hot in the heat and then dry, and that causes that to stick. So when you're doing something like I was doing, it's a good idea to put down that extra roofing cement.
15 seconds. She said that you were very excited about getting some radio folks to come to your career fair.
Who was where? What?
Landon, Megan's son.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 736.
We'll see sunshine today at high near 57. It is 41 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at 4 states news and weather in just 24 minutes. Plus, in the next hour, we're going to be talking about spoiled pets.
Yeah, we want to hear, what is the worst case you've ever heard of someone spoiling their pets?
623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook.
But over the weekend, I watched another movie for...
This, in case you don't know, is where we assigned Jen a movie to go home and watch over the weekend, because before she came to KIX, she had seen very few movies.
And so someone would make a movie reference, and I just would have no idea what they were talking about.
So we assigned her a movie on Friday. She goes home and watches it and comes back on Monday and ranks it from 1 to 10. And this last weekend, we assigned her the Robin Williams classic, Patch Adams, because she's been a little under the weather, and we thought some laughter might be good medicine for that.
Which, I totally get why you assigned the movie now, knowing, having seen it. I had a lot of problems with this movie, though, and I hate to say that because I really do enjoy Robin Williams, and I love the idea or the premise behind this movie of, wanting to treat the whole person, maybe not necessarily, put medicine their way if there's something else that they can do to kind of help this person to fix whatever's ailing them.
Based on a true story.
Which I loved as well. But it's very strange. This guy, he's a medical student, sure, but he's not supposed to be in the hospital and interacting with patients. And he does it anyway. Constantly. He's around these kids. These parents don't know who this man is who's around their kids. And to me, that was kind of
It
weird.
was back in the 60s, 70s when nobody cared about that sort of
But
thing.
then also he had an unauthorized hospital clinic thing that he was running, and that was weird to me. And some of them were living there or not living there. And I don't know. I thought the movie was just okay. And then, of course, man, I saw the end of it coming where she went to go visit the one patient at his home. And I was like, this is not going to end well. This is not going to end well at all. And then, of course, Patch Adams kind of throws it all away for a little bit. And he's like, oh, no, I don't believe in it anymore. But then in the end, of course, he does believe in his philosophies of laughter's the best medicine. But again, I thought this movie was just okay. I really thought that I was going to like it more than I did. And I didn't.
That's the way I felt about it, too. It's one of my least liked Robin Williams movies. I know it's popular with a lot of people. But as for Robin Williams, I don't think this is his strongest. He's not as funny. Like you look at Good Morning Vietnam and other movies like that. I think he's a lot funnier.
I think he is too.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Patch Adams like a 5.5.
Yeah, that's generous. I think that's good.
So we'll find out what I'm watching this Friday for the next rendition of Jen's Movie Rehab.
From the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Description stuff already done.
Cool.
Megan says it's a one and done type movie.
Yeah.
I mean, and I was interested about the guy, so I started like doing a deep dive on Reddit and stuff about him, and a lot of people talked about how awful he is. He's actually not a nice person. He's kind of a jerk. I was like, oh, okay. And then a lot of people were also like, he's kind of a nut job. Like, yeah.
Oh, righty then.
So speaking of the career fair, April 25th, I will not be here. Chris has asked me to go to the career fair at Westview.
Oh.
Down in Yosho. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not a vacation.
No.
Westview, I think it's a nursing home. It's not a nursing home.
Mm-mm.
Westview.
Elementary. Or is it elementary because it's got through 8th grade there?
That's considered
I think it's just Westview School. Mm-hmm.
twice in 1 month. That's kind of ridiculous.
Megan says it's a very small school, K through 8.
So, and again, why is he choosing this? And he just came to you and assigned it?
Yeah, he just emailed me and told me that I was doing it with Tom.
How long is it?
Mm-hmm.
Woody thought it was a good review too. I do too. Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
That's spot on for Patch Adams, I think. So this weekend we will do the fugitive,
The fugitive.
the fugitive.
What a gross way to phrase that. And also, like, I think it's great to make people laugh and to want to connect with them. I think that's wonderful. But also, some people legitimately do need medical intervention. And I feel like he was just kind of poo-pooing on that a lot. Fugitive.
We're assigning her the Japanese classic fugitive, the
Fugitive.
medical documentary fugitive, showing Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, go back.
Oh. Especially on a Friday where we need to do Jen's movie rehab, and there's so many other things that we have going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's your voice track day too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just really, really
Oh, and it's not on our calendar. The walkathon with Cindy is this Friday.
That's this Friday?
Yes. I just messaged her last Friday. And this is her last one. So if you can make it, it would really mean a lot to her to have a good showing. 10 o'clock is when she needs us there at the Square in Columbus.
There we go.
I need to remember to message Ashley and let Kyler know.
Fridays are not a good day to do things, guys. Everybody's busy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my Friday's almost already completely booked now. Other than the 18th. Major says he's recovering from drinking last weekend.
Why were you, was there a special occasion, or is it just a problem that you need to seek treatment for? Or? I got to get back to studio work this week. Travis can't make it in this week, so we're going to get with Seth and have him do some guitar stuff on Friday. But I think I've got other work. Tyreek is here in town, so he came over on Friday and monopolized some time. We worked on one of his tracks that he has. So he's got had his own studio up in Jersey that he worked at.
Mm-hmm. I thought Tyreek was moving back to Joplin.
Did you not hear me? Tyreek and I on Friday, I said he's back.
Oh, he's not just visiting.
No, he's here.
I thought you meant he was visiting. Okay, he's
so
back.
I know
back.
today he's going around applying for jobs and stuff, trying to find some work in town.
Awesome.
But yeah, he got in late Thursday night, so he and I got together, and he had some of his tracks on disc on external hard drive, so we opened up and looked at some of those, and we're doing some work on them, and he is trying to commit my time.
Mm-hmm.
I did tell the Stronger Men's Conference that I would not do that.
Good for you. We're going in 2 minutes. Blackberry Dr. Pepper with Blackberry Crown.
Oof. Okay.
That's what Megan was drinking.
I went and ate with a bunch of buddies on Saturday at Las Brasas. I think it's Las Brasas. Is a new bistro here in Joplin on Rangeline.
We're at Rangeline and what?
It's in the little plaza next to Palin Music. So across from the Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
And was blown away. I mean, it's run by a family from Central America, I think from Guatemala, I think. But their food is very authentic. They do street tacos and just exactly like you would get in Mexico. They even have horchata.
Mm-hmm.
Rice water, stuff. They have that, and they have Mexican sodas, and just really, really, really impressed with that place.
Good. You know who I think is really underrated around here is Lola's.
Who?
I think it's Lola's.
Never heard of?
Teeny tiny little hole-in-the-wall building, but their tacos are exquisite.
This place was just like you would get, like in Playa del Carmen.
Lalo's, not Lola's, Lalo's.
They have the little metal trays, and they put the tortillas doubled, and they're only about this big around, in that, and they grill everything. So their carne asada is just, it's perfect.
You're making me hungry. I'm going to have to eat that peep. 14 seconds.
I couldn't eat everything. I was stuffed. I'd already had breakfast on top of that, but. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 749.
We'll see mostly sunny skies today, a high near 57. It is 41 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at 4 states news and weather in just 11 minutes. Plus, in the next hour, we're going to be talking about spoiled pets.
So we want to hear about the most extreme case you've ever heard of someone spoiling their pets.
So we've been getting your kids signed up, for a chance to go as a VIP to the Hogtown football camp that is coming to Joplin soon.
Which is really cool because from the Kansas City Chiefs, Noah Gray and then Karloftis are going to be there as well.
Yeah, so it's an awesome opportunity, and we've had 5 of those that we were giving away at KIX1025.com, and today we've got to announce our winners.
So congratulations to Shannon Pendergraft from Joplin,
Clay James from Webb City,
Michaela Whisker from Webb City,
Katie Carver from Webb City,
and Stephanie Cochran from Arma.
Congratulations, guys. Y'all are going to the Hogtown football camp that's going to be coming up very soon. Maybe this is one of them calling right now. The phone's ringing here. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Hey, baby. I'd like to make my guess. I think that was, I don't know. I could use that,
Mama.
buddy. It's your mama, baby. Hi.
Yeah, it's my mama. Hi, Mama. What are you talking about? What are you wanting?
I thought I heard the secret sound.
Mama, you understand. You can't play the secret sound, right?
What can I play? I need that money, Rick. I'll kick you back. So baby,
Wait a minute, Mama. You can't play. You're ineligible.
What?
You're a member of my family.
Oh, you're adopted. I'll tell them you're adopted, baby.
No, that's not going to work, Mama.
I can give that little girl some.
Mama, do you understand the concept? You're on the radio right now. Everyone can hear you.
What? Really? Hi, everybody. I'm sorry. Can you just tell me what it is, and I'll have your cousin call it?
No, Mama, I can't tell you what the secret sound is.
You tell Mama right now what that sound is. I'll come over and spank your butt.
Mama, no, listen.
I get the bell now, oh, you baby.
I've got to go, Mama.
But I need that money.
Mama, come on. I can't. No, I've got to go, okay?
I love you, Larry.
Oh, it's Randy.
Thanks for nothing.
Yeah, thanks for nothing, Mama.
Morning, Gary Crow. Morning, old man Tom.
Oh, boy.
Mama. We love Mama.
Yeah, sure.
She loves Larry.
She really does.
Mama's going to get the belt. You better run. Jimmy says, do they have taco or tongue tacos, Randy?
I don't know. I mean, they have chorizo, carne asada, and what's chicken?
Pollo?
Pollo. Yeah. They also have nachos. A friend of mine got their nachos platter, and it was huge. This great big thing of chicken nachos that he got. They, and then I'm trying to think what everybody else had. Another friend got the chorizo street tacos. But it just looked, again, it was very, very authentic, very, very accurate, very what you would see at any restaurant or street taco place in Mexico.
Mhm. Did they have sides?
Sides, yeah, it came with yellow rice and then the beans. You also got a bowl of beans, which had like
Like black beans or refried?
neither one. It's beans in bean juice, so it had like peppers in it,
Beans and beans.
and there were like weenies in it, but not
What?
weenies. They weren't weenies, and
Pork and beans?
almost, but not like the sweet. It was almost like pinto beans, like you would eat pinto beans, and that's what they were, was pinto beans. But you had to eat them with a spoon because of all the
Bean
soup,
juice.
bean juice, whatever you want to call it, that was in there. What would you call that?
Oh, no, but bean juice. Mm.
Bean soup?
Selling it.
Yeah. But that was really, really good. It's a little bit spicy, and I'm hypersensitive. I don't like spicy stuff, but it wasn't bad. It was just a little bit spicy on the beans. Everything was just a little bit spicy. Not hot.
Same, Megan.
Okay, I got to get these other promos in. I just remembered. I only have one promo running that's accurate. And this should say KIX. Yes. And I don't remember what I already put in.
It's the Great Plains Federal Credit Union.
Why is that not loading the full version?
Wait, I want to hear them.
You've heard them already.
Oh, I have?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did I miss doing one? Apparently I did.
KIX 102.5. Starting Monday, payday comes twice a day. KIX 102.5. Ka-ching. Starting Monday, it's the Great Plains Federal Credit Union.
Morning, Tyreek.
With a chance to win KIX 102.5. You're going to need a bigger piggy bank. Starting Monday.
No audio?
KIX 102.5. Starting Monday. It's bigger than ever. The Great Plains Federal Credit Union. Secret Sound. Your chance to win cash. Win big.
For some reason, there are 5 of them now. Do you have any paper over there?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
Same one that I've been writing all your notes on for you to remember.
I gotta write a few numbers. Okay. PR4.
Welcome back to Joplin, Tyreek. Chicken wings, chicken hot dog, and bologna.
0023.
I brought a chicken salad for lunch today that I'm very excited about.
0030. Where's 0031? Oh, there it is.
Right there.
Which apparently is empty right now. So I'm probably going to go through and delete that. Okay.
Excuse me.
So, yay, I get to build that. Somehow I missed doing one. I don't know how I did that. When I was doing all these the other day.
Wait, what do you always sing to your grandkids, Jimmy?
Pain and misery?
McDonald's needs to bring back the shaker salads and the fruit. Yes, they do, Megan. Agreed. They axed like everything that I could actually eat there, which wasn't a lot to begin with. But the shaker salads were actually good. Ka-ching, ka-ching. Have you heard of freeze branding?
That works.
Cryo branding your skin? Destroys the pigment cells in the hair follicles to brand an animal. Says don't do it on human skin.
I wonder if I accidentally saved it on front end production. Okay.
Ooh. It scars and leads to hyperpigmentation.
0023. Or do I want to do?
I mean, it looks cool when it's first done. But don't cryo brand yourself. Gosh, that does look really cool. Maybe I don't know this song, Megan. Chicken wing, hot dog bologna, chilling with my HOMI. No, I don't know that. I don't know it. You're not a horse or cow. I mean, there's one in this TikTok of a girl getting one, and it's like a paw print, and it looks really cool. But showing the healed versions, they look terrible. Your poor skin. Is there nothing there?
That's the one that's valid. See, that's the valid one.
Mm-hmm.
Number 23. So that one's done. Let's do
The other ones.
and I need the end date. May 30th.
Do you know the song Hi Diddle Dumpty?
My son John went to bed with his stockings on.
Hi Diddle Dumpty, my scrunjaw. I don't know why I keep putting it to that tune. I guess I don't. It was a viral sound a while back. Chicken wing, hot dog bologna. Ten seconds. Here we go. We'll see sunshine today with highs in the mid 50s. Mostly clear skies tonight, low 40s. Sunshine, then partly sunny and breezy with a high near 72 on Tuesday. A chance of rain and storms overnight on Tuesday and sticking around through Wednesday as we see a high near 75.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar showing a lot of clouds over the 4 states.
39 in Goodman, 39 in Pittsburgh, 40 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
So we're talking about spoiled pets.
What is the worst case you've ever heard of someone spoiling their pets?
Or best case, I guess.
623-1025 to call or text or tell us on Facebook.
There's Jason Aldean.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. All right. I'm still confused. This one is number 5.
KIX 102.5.
Okay, so this weekend was soccer weekend for the boy.
Payday comes twice a day.
And I've got to show you guys this video. It's so cool. How do we know Humpty Dumpty was an egg? They never truly told us what he was. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. But all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Oh my gosh.
We have the most fascinating
Why do they
conversation.
assume he's an egg? That's a great question. Because that's less traumatic for children than putting together a person.
I feel like it's not a great question. It is a question.
It's a question I've never stopped to ask. So kudos
right,
to
and
Megan.
there may be a reason for that.
I diddle dum dee. The cat ran up the tree. He ran so fast he skinned his knee. I diddle dum dee. All right, let me show you guys the video. Hold on.
What just happened?
Did it work? Did you guys see it, or was it terrible the whole time? It was pretty terrible the whole time.
Bigger piggy bank. Okay, that's
Okay.
right.
Okay, yeah, that looked awful. Sorry about that.
0-0-3-0.
But the boy, he scored a goal. He was so proud of himself, and he like slid in and kicked it in. It was great. And then there was another one that we all thought was a goal. We thought it went over the line before the goalie picked it up, but the ref said it didn't. I don't know. So they didn't count that one. But I was so proud. Him and his team played so hard this weekend. So we went and got him ice cream. And then when they won their game at the end, I'll show you guys these pictures too. Because they're really fun. The boy was very excited. He jumped into the air.
I am so confused.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't great, but yes. He made the goal, and he was very, very excited. And they won. It was crazy. So we sat next to some parents from the other team, which is fine. But right before kickoff, we're ready to start the game. And this dad literally runs onto the field and tells the ref, hold on a second. And gets on the ground and ties his kid's shoes for him. And you can kind of see the ref look around like, are you serious? What are we doing right now? And he finished tying his kid's shoes and was like, you good? The kid's like, yeah, I'm good. And I don't know what the ref said to him. The ref said something to him as he was walking off the field. But his wife was like, what did the ref just say to you? And he kind of whispered it to her and was like, I was just making sure he was okay.
One to go.
Yay, one to go. Yeah, it was wild. I was like, you literally just put off the game or interrupted the game just to go tie your kid's shoe. That's wild. And then these parents had an awful attitude the whole time. They were complaining about the coaching. They were complaining about what their kid had or hadn't learned. And then at one point, Kyle was like, He's not getting ice cream for every single goal he gets, right? And I was like, no, it's just like a per game thing. We're not going to give him 12 ice cream cones if he gets 12 goals, which is crazy. But he made mention that one of the other moms pays her kid $10 for every goal she gets a game. And the dad next to us made a comment about how, well, this would be the game to rack up all the money. And it's like, what do you say to that? It's so awkward. Yeah, sometimes parents are definitely more problematic than the kids. The kid just wants to play and have fun. Here we go, 10 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the four states, number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 808.
Mostly sunny skies today, a high near 57. It is 40 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes.
But we're talking about spoiled pets.
And we want to know, what's the worst case you've ever seen someone spoil their pets? What did they do?
Is it worst case or best case?
Yes.
Okay,
623-1025.
You can also
Tell us
on
Facebook. Okay, stop that. Here's Dirk Spanley.
On the four states, number one for country.
KIX 102.5.
Also, keep in mind that this isn't just like rec soccer through the parks. Like, this is an actual league. Like, it's a traveling competitive league. And you are on the field tying your son's shoes for him. That's what I'm saying.
KIX 102.5. You're going to need a
All right, that is up on Facebook now. My mom used to tell us she was leaving everything to her dog when she passed away just to make us mad. I'm crazy about my dogs. I would probably leave them something in the will for sure. I get itchy when I go to the park and not one parent has their eyes on their kids, but always in their phone. Or if kids are being distracted to the equipment, my filter is very thin. That is something that drives me crazy too. We were at the park once, and the park has since moved this piece of equipment because so many of the kids are messing with it. You couldn't go inside it, but you could look into it. And these older kids had rocks, and they were banging on the like plexiglass windows with these rocks and scraping on it, trying to get inside this piece of equipment, which is clearly, it's locked up. It's not meant for people to go inside of it. And no one was saying anything to them. Not a word. And I am very much of the mindset, like, I don't care if I embarrass my kids in this way or whatever. I walked right up to those kids and I told them to knock it off. No one else is going to. Like, that's destruction of property right there. If your parents aren't going to do something about it, then I will. Why? Do I need to take notes? Would that help? But also, these kids, what were they going to do if they did keep beating on the glass with these rocks and actually manage to go through the plexiglass. Are they going to tear up their hands that way and hurt themselves too, or hurt some other kids who come running around and pick out the plexiglass or want to stick their hands in there too? Like, it's just not a, just don't do it. Morning, Shiala, la, 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 la. Shiala, when are you coming? It's this month. What time? When? When?
Okay, that should take care of all that.
We need a date. My month is filling up very, very quickly.
She's not dating.
No, not a date like that. We need to know when she's going to be here so we can all get together. Okay, I'll show you these pictures. Second? But I did take this video. Right there. Slides in. Here we go. Slides in.
Slides in, boom. Okay, now on to the hook promos. Like, that's just one thing.
One of my best friends lives down in Texas now. Her husband is in the Army and he's stationed there. And she saw that video of him scoring his goal and she was like, when did he get so tall? I was like, I know. Not much longer and he's going to be taller than I am. We're not sure yet. Marissa has a lot of doctor appointments and dentists. Are you not going to come, Shiala? Are you not coming anymore?
Like when they put these little things at the beginning of the file. I'm taking them off.
Oh, the impacts?
Yeah, I don't like that. That one's not too bad.
All right, here we go, Seg.
Like that. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to hear about the worst way you've ever heard of someone spoiling their pets?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Here's Morgan Wallen.
On KIX 102.5.
Yeah, we want to see you, Shiala.
Okay, we need to figure out what is the oldest one. August?
Someone texted us tick, and then they corrected themselves. Talk.
I know, that's me.
Oh, you? Oh, that's you responding. Okay.
November 11.
Hey, I love the manners that some people use when they text us. But even if you say please, we are not going to give you the secret sound answer. Text.
They don't know.
Or at all, for that matter. There's so much fluid in my ears. If I move my head the right ways, I can hear it. Gross. I just want to love somebody.
Click. Coming out. Boom, it's gone.
states number one for country. 102.5. KIX 102.5.
That was totally goals over the line.
The four states number one for country. Hey, folks, this is.
Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the four states, number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see sunshine today, a high near 57. It's 40 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 6 minutes, but we're talking about spoiled pets.
What's the worst way you've ever heard of someone spoiling their pets?
Do you spoil your pets?
My friend Jay, she doesn't call them her pets, but her fur baby.
Or fur baby.
Yes,
Fur baby.
fur baby. And she dresses them. They eat better than she does. She even takes them to weenie dog races because she has wiener dogs. It's ridiculous.
I thought maybe they just set up in the stands and bet on the weenie dogs racing. That
What's the
sounds
worst-
kind of fun, actually, to me.
What's the worst case you've ever heard of someone spoiling their pets?
There are a lot of people that spoil their pets. I understand that, but I'm just saying if I were to sit on the couch and lick my butt, I'm sure my wife would kick me off the couch.
But yet, it's considered normal behavior when the dog does it.
It's because he's a dog, Randy.
Yeah, you know why he does that, Jen?
Because it's a dog and he can.
That's exactly right, yeah. What's the worst case you've ever heard of somebody spoiling their pet?
My boyfriend's dog, he will not eat his evening dog food unless you feed him with a spoon. He's been that way for 12 years.
Oh, my God!
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, you know who the alpha male is in that household.
He is the most craziest dog.
Do you know anyone that spoils their pets?
Yes, I do. I spoil my baby girl. I don't call her a dog.
Because that would be ridiculous.
Yes, she's a people.
A people.
And also, she has her own chair at the dinner table and her own plate.
Her own place set at the dinner table?
Yes.
Does she fold her napkin?
No. Oh, and also, she uses the bathroom.
Well, yeah, all dogs do that. Sometimes all over the living room floor.
What do you mean uses the bathroom?
She goes into the bathroom and sits on the toilet.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
Tell you what, if my cat or my dog knew how to do that, I would treat it like people too, I think.
Yeah, she's spoiled rotten. She listens to you guys every morning.
Very smart dog.
Genius.
Yep. Can I say hi to her?
Absolutely.
Yeah, do that.
Hi, Katie Dunn did it.
Katie Dunn did it. Oh, that poor dog's got an identity crisis, I'm sure, as a result of that.
What is the worst way you've ever heard of someone spoiling their pets?
623-1025 to text or tell us yours.
Or tell us on Facebook.
It's the four states number one for country.
Morning, Dorinda.
Okay. Did I do all of them? Yeah. New music promos, new secret sound promos. All good to go.
So Dorinda is the real MVP. She calls me yesterday and says,
Hey, Jen!
Yep, just like that. She says, I was just at Aldi and they put out more of those sneakers. So I went to Aldi and I bought the size that was a size and a half bigger than what I normally wear, but I was like, that's okay for these shoes. I'll deal with it.
Like a Karen wardrobe or a Karen uniform. It really is.
Holy cow. These shoes are huge. I cannot wear them at all. You know how normally put your thumb in at the end of your toe and you're like, okay, that's how much space I have. It's good. This is like almost my entire hand.
Why didn't you get a different size?
They didn't have them in a different size, a smaller
Oh,
size.
okay.
And I was like, a 10 should be okay. No, it was not okay.
So she's like floppity, floppity, floppity. You cram some toilet paper in the toe?
Oh, there's no fixing that. I mean, it's this much too big at least. It's crazy.
I've done the toilet paper thing with bigger shoes. Have
Yeah?
had to many times because the store just would not carry my size or didn't
Mhm.
have my size. Something happened, though, about the time I turned like my late 40s. I was able suddenly to wear a half size larger than I ever had before. My feet did not grow.
Well, as you age, the tendons or whatever in your feet start to relax and spread out. so your feet get bigger.
Maybe, I mean, I used to wear 7.5,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm an 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I could not get a 7.5 on now if I tried. So it's not a aesthetic thing. It's
Right.
I remember when it happened, I'm like, really?
And I was so bummed about it. I rushed over there and everything, and I bought them, and I was like, yes. Wear 3 pairs of socks. 3 pairs of socks and stuff the toe with
Dang,
Kleenex.
she's sorry. Yes, you should be.
No, she should not be. Fine.
Sit over there and just think about what you've done.
It's not her fault.
Probably is. Something is.
How's Angel doing? Gayla says she sent us a message. Okay, Meta. Anytime now. My husband says I spoil my dogs. They have their own toy box and closet of clothes.
Well,
They're my babies. We are grandma and grandpa to them because they started out being my daughters. I mean, my dogs have their own toy box as well, but it's a convenience thing, I feel like. It's all the toys in one place. My dogs also have sweaters and things like that.
our dog, I feel like, is spoiled.
You think so? How
She
so?
sleeps in our bed, for Pete's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty spoiled. I gave her a bath last night, and then we sit and brush her hair afterward
Mm-hmm.
with a boarhead bristle brush, because the wire one that, most dog groomers use, she doesn't like those. It's uncomfortable. She gets
has
a treat
special
after
hairbrush.
twice a day. Prescription treats. Prescription dog food. I mean, a bag of her dog food costs $70.
Yeah, it's expensive.
I said, a long time ago, 22 shell costs like $5.
No. We have a ball that goes like look, look when it rolls around, and my dogs hate it.
She has a furry ball with the tail, one of those that barks and
I want to
whines
get
and
one
yelps.
of those.
And so we have to, if the batteries go dead in it, she'll bring it over to me and just drop it in front of me, like, fix it.
Mm-hmm.
We call it that thing. Get that thing, Bella. Are you going to get that thing? Where's your thing?
Mm-hmm.
And she'll run get it. And if you throw it, she becomes this sniveling, snarling, white hot ball of canine terror, just and up over the couch and running after it. She loves that thing. That's her toy.
Rain really likes toys that are too big for her. So the boy had an old deflated soccer ball, and she loves this thing, and she carries it all over the place. And it's like this big, and she is not a big dog. And then tennis balls are always classic. All my dogs have tennis balls. We just did the first one, didn't we, on Friday?
The first one on
For
Friday.
Forrest.
Yes. Oh.
That's crazy that she is so much bigger than them. I bet Dot and Rain are probably pretty spot on. About the same. Where's the mouse? There it is. Excuse me. Are there any Fourth Wing readers on the live?
No.
Anyone read the Empyrean series? I know you don't. Oh, great. YouTube chat has a monkey now. Something went wrong. Do you have the monkey on your chat?
I don't have YouTube chat up. I just have Restream and TikTok.
Oh. Can anyone say anything on YouTube? Let me refresh and see if that fixes it. There we go. That fixed it. Well, it's a dragon school series and it's wonderful. It's so good. But I read through halfway through, I should say, the second book in the series this weekend. And if anyone had read it, I was going to start fangirling with you.
Dodge that bullet.
He has just been so zesty this morning. Man. How old are your students that are reading these books, Yala? They are not meant for kids.
84.
Bye, Christy. Did anyone watch Morgan Wallen's performance on Saturday?
I feel like Saturday Night Live's not the kind of thing you watch live anymore. You might go back and catch some of the, segments.
I haven't seen anyone talking about any of his performances other than the way he left. Where he just abruptly walks off.
Feeling his sore throat. I don't know if it.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country.
Here's Kelsey Hart.
On KIX 102.5. Isn't it usually you get sick and the following week I get sick?
Yeah. Sorry.
Hope not.
I guess I'm the problem. Your best never do no wrong.
This is live on SNL.
Then why'd you stick around this long? And if it's a whiskey, then why'd you keep on putting it off the shelf? You hate that when you look at me, you halfway see yourself, and it got me thinking.
Sounds like Morgan Wallen.
Yep.
You might be the reason.
I mean,
He's very sober.
yes.
Oh, interestingly, this morning on my way to work on West 32nd Street, so I came up over the hill there right before the McDonald's, where the McDonald's is at the south end of McClellan and 32nd.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm heading east, and Joplin police, there were 3 fire trucks, an ambulance, 4 or 5 cop cars, and it looked like a car. I don't know how this happened. It looked like they'd come out of the McDonald's parking lot and driven across the street and smashed into an electrical pole there head on.
Oh, no.
I don't know that's what happened. They could have been driving the other way and started skidding for some reason, but had to have been driving at a very high rate of speed for that to happen. Cops are walking out there in that parking lot or in the grassy area in front of the bank there.
Mm-hmm.
I had to turn off into the parking lot of there where the subway is and go around that way to be able to get back out onto McClellan and go around.
Oh, the driver's okay.
Don't know what's happened. I mean, just came over the hill and there it is, lights and everything. They've got traffic going westbound, but they're not making any accommodations. They hadn't been making any accommodations for eastbound traffic or anything yet.
Right.
I didn't hear anything else about it.
All right, 10 seconds. Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see sunshine today at high near 57. It is 40 in Joplin.
And we've got the Morning KIX takeover starting in just 25 minutes, but we're talking about the worst case you've ever seen someone spoil a pet.
623-1025 to call or text or tell us on Facebook.
You know anybody who spoils their pets?
Yes, my best friend, she posted on Instagram last night that her and her Punchy got matching gel mani and petties.
Good.
What?
God.
No.
You know, I've painted Nix's toenails a couple of times, but I would never pay $30 to get her a gel manicure.
She did, and when they travel, she stops and gets him, like, his own little hamburger and everything.
You know, I got news for you. Nix would rather that you didn't.
What's the worst way you've ever heard of someone spoiling their pets?
I do. I don't actually know the people because they came through my line when I worked at Sam's Club. What they did was, the couple, they bought 2 rotisserie chickens, told me it was just for their dog.
Wait a minute. Now, you work at a dance club that sells rotisserie chicken?
No, Sam's Club.
Oh, Sam's Club.
Yeah, I thought he said dance club, too.
I want to go to this dance club that sells rotisserie chicken. Be out there cutting a groove and eating on some rotisserie chicken. Right on. What a business model
such a
that
good
is.
idea.
Why hasn't someone done that yet?
But let's go back to that. You don't work at Sam's Club anymore. This is your new venture.
Dance club. Rotisserie chicken dance club.
Do you know anyone that spoils their pets?
Whenever I go out for ice cream, I take my dog and buy him ice cream, too.
Right?
Because he loves ice cream.
That's right.
Does he get a cone? Does he ask for sprinkles?
No, we just get it in a bowl. We just get it in a bowl because he'll get it all over the car.
Yeah, they do the pup cup at a lot of
Yeah, a
places.
little pup cup. It's cute.
Some places do it. The problem is you don't know which ones do and which ones don't. And when you ask for that and they don't, then you feel like an idiot.
What's the worst way you've ever heard of someone spoiling their pets?
Well, he has a Pekingese. His name is Duke, and he
has his own baby stroller.
What?
Your brother? Are you sure it's not your sister?
Randy.
And he also has, like, the chairs like you take camping. He has his own little child John Deere chair.
I'm pretty sure that's your sister, not your brother.
No, it's my brother. He's 4 years younger than me.
I don't know. What's the worst case you've ever seen someone spoil their pet?
623-1025 to call or text to tell us on Facebook.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Telephono.
Hi there, Morning KIX. You know anyone who spoils their pet? Yeah, it's the worst. Honey, your phone is cutting out so bad we can barely understand you.
Sorry, it's my dog. Her name is Daisy. She's so spoiled. Everybody tells me she gets a pup cup wherever we go.
Wherever you go, even if they don't serve them, they find a way to
you
get
better
her
give me my pup cup
right now. That's right.
Because she deserves it.
Thanks for calling. Hi there, Morning KIX. You know anyone who spoils their pet?
Yeah, I do. My dogs do not eat dog food. They eat what we eat.
Oh, that's sometimes not necessarily a good thing for the dog.
Yeah, some of the human things dogs can't eat.
I found that out after having to get my dog an $800 surgery to remove the bladder stones that had been caused by her diet.
Yikes.
Yeah, now she has a special diet that we have to pay exceptionally a lot for. Yeah.
Right. We do limit the stuff that they cannot eat. But if we eat steak, they eat steak.
Nice. I will do, like, recently we had some barbecue ribs brought by the studios, and I took those home, and I was eating them for lunch, and she's just looking at me. I'm like, every dog needs a bone. So I let her chew on the bone. You know, that's not going to hurt her.
Yeah.
And she had a field day that afternoon.
She loved it.
Yeah, thanks for calling. Yep, she chewed on that bone. It was so funny watching her try to get to where she could manage it with her paws.
Mm-hmm.
That's your world, isn't it?
Floyd says, I put it on Facebook. Let's see. My father-in-law would fry an egg and give it in frozen yogurt every morning to his dogs. Well, eggs are really good for your dog's coat. Very good for their fur. We had a dog growing up and we gave her eggs all the time. But now they're so expensive, I can't imagine doing that. Oh my gosh. We have so. Hello. Do you broadcast often? Join our live broadcast organization. That's like the main messages we get on TikTok. Yeah, put an egg over the food, keeps them happy and shiny. My dad was a big believer in that. Oh my gosh, I need to chew some gum or something. Fluid in my ears.
Yeah, we used to do an egg for Bella too, but our vet has told us no, nothing.
because of her issues.
She is not to eat anything but her prescribed food, yes.
And she's been good?
Yeah, I mean, never had any trouble since then, since we started doing all that, but she does not get anything.
Oh, I was going to send that girl a message. See what she says.
We did quit feeding her. There was a, I can't remember what it's called. There was a special stuff that we put on her food. She did not like it. It's a Methesla gel or something like that. It's like a molasses, really, really thick brown gel that went on her food that was to help her body process minerals and stuff, which is why she had the stones. Is her body does not do a good job of that, breaking down those minerals, and she did not like it. Had the awfulest time. So she would pick around it, pick out of her food. We'd stir it up to where she couldn't do that. She wouldn't eat her food. It was all sorts of problems. So we finally just gave up on that stuff. It was very expensive. It was about $50 for a little tube of it, which would last forever because you just use a little bit of it, but had to get rid of that.
Kyle one time bought this stuff that you put it in the dog's water, and it's supposed to make it taste like beef or something. I don't know why. It just makes the water more enticing. But my dogs hated it. I was like, they drink water anyway. Why do we need to put
not the way
beef flavor in it?
Bouillon.
It was like a little squeezy bottle, like those Mio or whatever. It was like that, except it had beef flavor. Yeah, no, he never took the time to fry it. You commented about the weenies? Did you do it on the live stream or on the KIX page? If it was on the video, my video did a weird thing and I had to refresh it, so I lost all the comments. I don't see anything on the post.
Kite season, but you got to be careful flying them. There was a United Airlines jet that collided with a kite as it was trying to land at Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport in Virginia last week. The same airport, where the Army helicopter collided with a landing American Airlines airplane back in January. So the pilot noticed a nearby kite flew right into the flight path about 100 feet off the ground, and the plane did land safely. There were no reported injuries or damages to the aircraft. Witnesses said 10 or more kites were flying from the park space known as Gravelly Point, which is just north of the main runway. Not the best idea.
No.
Witness noticed there were hundreds of other people out enjoying the first weekend of spring. Are we building our planes out of aluminum foil? Is that what the problem is?
I guess.
Thank goodness there wasn't a wad of bubble gum on the kite, or it could have turned into a who knows what kind of disaster. The fun part of taking your kids kite flying at a park where gigantic aircraft are coming in for a landing 100 feet over their heads is the nightmares the whole next week.
Exactly.
So you don't want to deprive them of that.
Those poor kids.
I wouldn't want my dog jumping up in the air to catch a Frisbee anywhere near the Reagan Airport there in D.C.
Why would you put it so close together? I mean, I don't understand.
Apparently those planes fly quite low.
Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to hear the worst way you've ever heard of someone spoiling their pets?
623-1025 to text or tell us on Facebook.
Here's Riley Green.
On KIX 102.5.
Oh, yeah, I never saw this comment. Look up Weens on TikTok. She has 8 and buys them all matching outfits for each holiday. They've got PJs, robes, mushroom chairs, sleep in a big bed, and the backyard is their oasis. That's adorable. How many do you have now, Dorinda? 5?
Worst way.
Bye. I love this song. I want you in the worst way. On my skin. I want you in the worst way. Want the first taste. Mm-hmm. Minute 10.
Do we have a secret sound? I don't think we do under KIX website, do we? I think it's all in the secret sound folder.
I believe so.
Secret sound.
Yeah. Here we go. 13 seconds. 5.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 850.
Mostly sunny skies today, a high near 57. It is 40 in Joplin.
So nobody won the secret sound this morning at 7:20, which means there is another chance for you to guess and win this afternoon at 4:20 with Brett James.
And this is the way it's going to be right now. You're going to have 2 chances to win every day, 420 and 720, which means faster jackpot growth.
And more chances to guess and win with the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound. Your next chance at 4:20 this afternoon.
But we're talking about the most spoiled pets.
Yeah, what's the worst you've ever heard of somebody spoiling their pet?
My dog is very spoiled, and he is why I'm single, because the guys are jealous because they tell me I love my dog more than I love them.
What kind of dog do you have?
I have a corgi.
And he sleeps in bed with you, right?
Yes, he does.
And he has to sit on your lap, right?
Yes, he does.
And he probably tries to bite anyone that tries to reach out and touch you, right?
That's true.
Yeah, that's right.
So what is the most spoiled thing you've ever done for your dog?
I've taken him to McDonald's and Hardee's and got him his own burger.
Good gosh.
And I have taken him to get ice cream.
You realize he's not human, right?
Well, he's human to me. He's my fur baby.
But he's not to him. He is a dog.
Dog is going to dog is going to dog.
Yeah. What's the worst you ever heard of somebody spoiling their pet?
Oh, yeah. My mom and dad have a dog that in the morning they wake up, go to a 3-drawer dresser to pick her out some clothes. She's got 3 drawers worth of clothes. Put her in a car seat in the car and take her down the street, and they pay about $65 a week just to get her hair cut and put a little bow in her hair. I mean, it's ridiculous. This dog is their kid now.
Are you an only child?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why. That's exactly why.
He's a little jealous, isn't he?
I think he's just a little more than jealous.
Did you know what's the worst way you've ever seen someone spoil their pets?
Yeah, my wife does. We've got this little dog.
Switch
when we go
from
to
the
eat,
browser
goes
over to
up in the
Adobe.
chair,
Hit
and
it
he
3
stands
times.
Up, and my wife
The
feeds him
tab.
with the fork.
He's got his own spot at the table.
She does, and then she eats right after.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, because he's her baby.
That's her baby. That's
Yeah.
right. I walk in the bedroom, he growls at me.
No.
She probably chews up its food and puts it in his mouth. Or
Little baby bird.
he chews it up and puts it in her
Ew,
mouth.
gross.
That's possible.
What's the worst way you've ever heard of someone spoiling their pets?
My mom bought her dog a matching coat so that they would be matching when they go on their walk.
A matching coat?
Yes. Fixes him his breakfast and has all sorts of doggy treats for him. This dog is so spoiled.
Sounds like somebody might be a little jealous, don't you think, Jen? Yeah.
I am jealous. I want a matching coat.
You can't have a matching
Oh,
coat.
man.
What's the worst way you've ever heard of somebody spoiling their pet?
Yes, my daughter. She has had this. We have a Chihuahua, and she's had this puppy since she was 9 years old. And she will push him around in a baby stroller, like a real baby stroller, and carry him in a car seat. She'll be 13 next month, and she still pushes this dog around in a baby stroller and car seat and straps him in when we go places in the car.
Do you think the dog gets tired of it?
Oh, no, that's the worst part. That's the sad thing. He jumps up in there. It's like he expects her to go ahead and do it. Like, he will jump up in the stroller in the car seat and be ready to go.
What's the worst way that you've ever heard of somebody spoiling their pet?
623-1025 to text or tell us on Facebook.
We've got the Morning Kicks takeover in just 4 minutes.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
Kicks 102.5.
I've got to pee. Okay. Tomorrow we are talking about kid myths.
Yeah, what's the myth you believed when you were a kid? You know, my dad, somebody just lost a tooth the other day, and I told them it was almost automatic. I said, if you don't put your tongue in there, when it comes back in, it'll be gold. This was an adult who had had a tooth removed and probably going to have a false tooth, or a bridge work or something put in there. But I just automatically, Dad, don't stick your tongue in the gum hole and it'll come in gold, because my dad told me that.
Isn't it crazy?
Lie.
Stick with you?
And you believe.
Uh-huh.
Whatever the myth was you believed when you were a kid, these are hilarious sometimes. Usually there's an uncle or a dad involved with these.
Oh, yes. Yes, there always is.
But you can tell us yours tomorrow, and then we'll have your first chance of the day to guess and win the secret sound at 7:20.
And don't forget, it's April 1st.
Oh, that's right. It's April Fool's Day, isn't it?
April Fool's Day. Just throwing that out there.
So
All
all
right,
you
gotta pee,
fools,
bye.
come enjoy April with us.
Bye.